Have you ever felt caught in a whirlwind, juggling emails, phone calls, and a dozen different tasks all at once, convinced that this frantic pace is the only way to get everything done? Perhaps you've even prided yourself on being a great multitasker, a master of efficiency. But what if I told you that this very approach, the constant juggling act, might actually be slowing you down, increasing your errors, and even impacting your brain health? And what if there was a different path, one that allows you to focus deeply, produce higher quality work, and ultimately achieve more speed and impact without the overwhelm? Today, we're going to explore the compelling truth behind why multitasking is largely a myth, and how embracing single tasking can transform your productivity, all without sacrificing your pace. We'll uncover the science, debunk common misconceptions, and equip you with practical, actionable strategies to reclaim your focus and master your work. For decades, society has subtly, and sometimes not so subtly, glorified busyness. The image of the high-powered executive simultaneously on a call, typing an email, and nodding through a meeting has become a symbol of competence. But the scientific community, from institutions like Stanford University to neuroscientists at MIT, tells a very different story. The human brain, quite simply, isn't built for effective multitasking. What we perceive as multitasking is actually task switching. Imagine your brain like a light switch, rapidly flipping between different circuits. Each flip, each transition from one task to another, incurs a switch cost. It's a momentary pause, a small energy drain as your brain reorients itself to the new demand. These small costs might seem insignificant individually, but cumulatively, they add up to a significant drain on your focus, a decrease in productivity, and a surprising increase in errors. Think of it like this. If you're trying to build a house by constantly running between laying bricks, mixing cement, and painting walls, you'll spend more time picking up and putting down tools than actually making progress on any one task. But if you focus on laying all the bricks first, then mixing all the cement, and so on, your overall efficiency dramatically improves. Psychologists like Joshua Rubinstein, Jeffrey Evans, and David Meyer have shown us this time and again in their research. The counter approach and the path to genuine productivity is what we call single-tasking or monotasking. This isn't about doing less, but about dedicating your complete, undivided attention to one task until it's finished, or you reach a natural stopping point. It's about intentional focus and being fully present in the moment. This dedicated focus is the gateway to deep work, a concept popularized by author Cal Newport. Deep work is distraction-free concentration that pushes your cognitive capabilities, leading to high-quality output and accelerated skill development. It's also how we enter a flow state, that magical feeling where you're so immersed in a task that time seems to disappear and your performance soars effortlessly. Now, a common concern arises: if I stop juggling, won't I lose speed? Won't things take longer? This is a crucial point, and the answer is nuanced. Initially, when you're used to the frantic pace of task switching, focusing on just one thing might feel slower. It's like breaking an old habit. But this perceived initial slowdown is temporary. By eliminating those constant switch costs and the errors that come with them, you actually accelerate your overall progress. You get tasks done right the first time, you avoid redoing work, and you move through your to-do list with greater accuracy and efficiency. Over time, single tasking makes you faster, not slower, because your output quality and consistency improve dramatically. Delving into the why deeper. The detrimental effects of perceived multitasking stem from cognitive load. Your brain has a finite capacity for attention and processing, and when you overload it by constantly switching, you impair its executive functions, the very processes that help you plan, focus, remember, and manage your time. This isn't just about productivity, it's about brain health. Studies from the University of Sussex have even suggested a correlation between multimedia multitasking and lower gray matter density in certain brain regions, potentially impairing deeper processing and learning. As Dr. Kubu of the Cleveland Clinic points out, our brains aren't designed to process multiple streams of complex information simultaneously without consequences. So, how do we shift from the illusion of multitasking to the power of single tasking, all while boosting our actual speed? It boils down to a few key strategies. First, and perhaps most critically, is distraction management. This means actively eliminating or minimizing internal and external interruptions. Turn off non-essential notifications on your phone and computer. Close unnecessary tabs in your browser. Designate specific times to check email or messages, rather than responding instantly. This creates a focused environment, giving your brain the space it needs to truly concentrate. Think of it as creating a sanctuary of focus for your mind. Next, harness the power of time management techniques. One incredibly effective method is time blocking. This involves scheduling specific, dedicated periods for focused work on a single task. For example, Monday morning from 9 to 10:30 a.m. is for writing that report, and nothing else. You block it out in your calendar as if it were an important meeting. This sends a clear signal to your brain and to others about your availability. Another powerful technique is task batching. Group similar tasks together and do them all at once. For example, instead of answering emails every time one comes in, set aside 30 minutes twice a day specifically for email management. Similarly, make all your phone calls during a designated call block. This minimizes those costly context switches. And of course, prioritization. Before you even begin your day, identify your most important tasks, the ones that will have the biggest impact. Tackle those first, giving them your fresh, undivided attention. This isn't just about getting things done, it's about getting the right things done effectively. Finally, consider dedicated focus periods, such as 20-minute or 25-minute intervals, akin to the Pomodoro technique. This involves setting a timer for a short, focused burst of work, followed by a brief break. This structured approach helps train your brain to concentrate for sustained periods and prevents burnout. Now, it's important to acknowledge some of the challenges and common thoughts that arise when we discuss this. Many people still feel productive when juggling multiple tasks, even when research shows reduced quality and efficiency. The immediate rush of seemingly handling many things can mask the actual performance decrement. This is where self-awareness and measuring actual output, not just activity, becomes key. We also face the cultural glorification of busyness. Modern professional environments often equate being constantly busy with high productivity, creating resistance to adopting single tasking. It takes courage to say no to interruptions or to close your office door for focused work. But remember, true productivity is about impact and quality, not just hours logged or tasks juggled. The future of productivity in our increasingly digital world will continue to revolve around managing constant distractions. The continuous influx of notifications, emails, and instant messages poses a significant challenge. Building a single-tasking habit requires active, ongoing effort in managing these omnipresent interruptions. It's an evolving skill. So, in conclusion, it's crucial to recognize that multitasking is an illusion of productivity, often causing significant cost to us in terms of executive functions, brain health, and overall quality of work. To shift to powerful single-tasking, we acknowledge the actual cognitive load it represents. By practicing distraction management, utilizing time management techniques, prioritizing tasks effectively, and embracing focused periods like the Pomodoro technique, we build effective habits that boost productivity and maintain brain health. These strategies encompass the aspects we've discussed above: creating a focused environment, managing debt strategies, prioritizing tasks effectively, and embracing focused periods. This structured approach helps train your brain to concentrate for sustained periods and prevents burnout. Remember, the illusion of multitasking can mask the actual performance decrement. This is where self-awareness and measuring actual output, not just activity, becomes key. This insight focuses on what matters most and encourages us to embrace the challenges and work towards single-tasking to continue boosting our productivity. Embracing single-tasking isn't about becoming a slower worker. It's about becoming a smarter, more effective one. It's about leveraging your brain's natural design to achieve higher quality output, reduce errors, and experience a greater sense of calm and accomplishment. While the initial shift might feel like a temporary slowdown, the long-term gains in efficiency, quality, and even mental well-being are profound. So I invite you to take a step back from the frenzy. Choose one task, and give it your full, undivided attention. Experience the clarity, the quality, and the true speed that comes from doing one thing exceptionally well. Your brain, your work, and your peace of mind will thank you for it.